So you come back for round 2 because you just love solving these equations in the calculator. Step 1, which is the geometry of the problem, is to figure out how this angle on the left side is related to this angle on the right side. And since they are created by two intersecting lines, and they are across from each other, they are vertical. And because they are vertical, they are congruent, that is by definition. And this is what is going to help me set up the equation for this problem to find the value of x. So step 2, I'm taking my knowledge that these angles are equivalent or equal or congruent, all meaning the same thing, and I'm going to set up the equation. The angle on the left, 2x plus 29, is equal to the angle on the right, 5x plus 20. That is because they are congruent. So now I'm going to solve this time by hand, and then in the calculator. I want to get my x's on the same side, so I subtract 2 from both sides, 2 x's. So I have 29 equals 3x plus 20, and then I subtract 20 from both sides. 9 is equal to 3 times a number, or 3 times x. So if I divide by 3, I'll figure out what that number is. So x equals 3. I'm going to show you real quick in the calculator by putting my left-hand side in y1 and my right-hand side in y2. So 2x plus 29 is equal to 5x plus 20. I'm going to check that my window is appropriate. Yep, it's still negative 300 to 300, negative 300 to 300. So I'm going to graph. I see one line, I see two lines, and I see where they intersect, so I can calculate by hitting second calc. I'm going to calculate the intersection. I'm going to scroll down this time instead of hitting 5. It's already on my first line. I hit enter. Second curve, same different line. Enter. I don't want to guess. X is 3. I got the same thing, two different ways. And now I'm going to figure out what this angle on the left is by going to my calculator and typing 2x plus 29 on the home screen. Notice that I'm going to get a different value of x for this problem. Before it was something else. Now it is 3. If I just type x, it's going to give me 3 because that was stored for x when I calculated. So the angle on the left is 35 degrees. The angle on the right should also be 35, so I'm going to type in my calculator 5x plus 20 just to make sure that I did everything right. And yeah, I got the same thing for the left angle and the right angle because they are congruent, they're vertical. I'm going to show you one more. These two angles, because they're adjacent and they make a straight line, add up to 180 degrees. They're supplementary. The relationship is supplementary, or linear pair if you like. It's a little stronger. And so because I know they make a straight line, I'll show you how if you're not clear. This angle, when I put it together with this angle, give me a straight line, or 180 degrees. So I'm going to take my first angle, 3x plus 22, my second angle, 3x plus 128, and what I'm doing is adding them together, so I can't forget that addition symbol. But I know together that they make 180 because of the definition of supplementary. So I'm going to go to my calculator, 3x plus 22, plus 3x, is it 3x plus 128? This is what I need to check. Yep, 3x plus 128. All goes in y1 because it's all on the left-hand side of my equal symbol. And on the right-hand side, I had 180. My window is still the same, so if I graph it, I should see two lines intersecting. There they are. I'm going to calculate their intersection by hitting second calc, number 5, enter, 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 and x is 5. So step 3, x equals 5. Now I'm going to figure out what these angles are. So one of them is 3x plus 22. I have to go to the home screen first by hitting second quit. 3x plus 22. The other angle was 3x plus 128. So I have 37 and 143, and if I add those two numbers together, I should get 180 because I said the angles were supplementary. And that should make sense. This doesn't look like it's 37, but close enough. And this angle is obtuse, so 143 makes sense for that as well.